Most RV owners think leaving their gray tank valve open is the smart thing to do. It seems logical, doesn't it? Water goes down the drain, so why not just let it keep flowing out? But here's the problem. That one simple habit is responsible for one of the grossest and most expensive RV plumbing disasters that you can possibly have. And we're not talking about the black tank. It's something RVers call the soap scum monster. And if you've ever had a shower that suddenly stopped draining, or a sink that started backing up for no obvious reason, there is a good chance this has already started inside your RV. But the worst mistake actually happens after you leave the gray tank valve open, and I'll show you exactly what that is in a minute. And before this video is over, I'm also going to show you the 1 30-second habit that RV techs use to prevent this problem completely. Let's start with the habit that almost everyone develops when they first begin RVing. You hook up to the full hookup campsite, you connect your sewer hose, then you open the gray tank valve and you just leave it that way. It feels convenient. You shower and the water drains instantly. Your sink, it's draining instantly. And you never have to think about dumping the tank. It sounds perfect, doesn't it? But here's what's happening inside your pipes. Gray tank water isn't just water. It contains soap, grease, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, food particles, body oils, and hair. All of that material normally sits in the gray tank until it fills. When the tank fills, you dump it. That large rush of water creates a powerful flushing effect that pushes everything out of the system. But when the valve stays open, the flushing force never happens. Instead, the water slowly trickles away while the heavier debris, that gunk, starts to settle. And over time, those materials begin sticking to the inside of your plumbing lines. Ew. Soap seems harmless, but soap, combined with grease, conditioner, and body oils, creates a thick, sticky residue. Add hair to that mixture, and it forms a kind of sludge that slowly coats the inside of your pipes. It starts as a thin film, but every shower adds another layer. Every dishwashing session adds another layer. Every time shampoo goes down that drain, another layer. Over weeks or months, that buildup thickens. Eventually, it starts trapping more and more debris. Hair gets caught, food particles stick, and suddenly your pipe isn't smooth anymore. It becomes a sticky tunnel of gunk. And once that happens, clogs start forming. If you've ever cleaned your shower drain at home and pulled out that disgusting hair and soap blob, imagine that slowly forming inside your RV plumbing lines, except that you can't see it happening. But here's the part that most RVers don't realize. Even people who never leave their gray valve open can still end up with this problem. And it usually starts with something they do every time they dump their tanks. Let's talk about how most RVers dump their tanks. The standard advice is dump the black tank first and dump the gray tank second, and that is correct. The gray water helps rinse the sewer hose. But here is where people accidentally create a problem. Many RVers dump their tanks before the gray tank is actually full. When the gray tank is only half full, there is not enough water pressure to create that strong flushing action. Instead of a powerful surge, you get a weak trickle, and that weak flow leaves debris behind inside the plumbing lines. Over time, that leftover residue starts building up. It's similar to what happens when you try to rinse a greasy pan with a slow drip of water. The grease doesn't go away, it just smears around. Your RV pipes can end up doing the exact same thing. And here's the tricky part. A lot of RV owners already have this buildup forming and they don't realize it yet. So in a second, I'm going to show you the fastest way to check if your RV might already be starting to clog. If this buildup is starting inside your RV, you will usually notice a few early warning signs. Your shower begins draining slower. Your bathroom sink starts gurgling. You might even hear strange bubbling sounds from the drains. Sometimes the kitchen sink becomes the first place that you notice it because food grease makes the buildup even worse. And if it continues long enough, that sludge can eventually form a full blockage in the pipe. At that point, you might experience water backing up in the shower, slow draining sinks, foul odors, or even standing gray water. And fixing it can require chemical cleaners, pipe flushing tools, or sometimes even removing plumbing sections. Thankfully, this problem is actually very easy to prevent. The goal is simple. Let the gray tank fill before you dump it. Instead of leaving the gray valve open, keep it closed. Allow the tank to reach at least 2/3 full. Then, when you dump it, that large volume of water creates a strong flushing surge. That surge helps push soap, grease, and debris completely through the system. It essentially power washes your pipes from the inside. You can make this even more effective by occasionally running extra water down the shower or sinks before you dump. The more water volume you have, the better that cleaning surge works. Another thing you can do as a preventative measure is to add a tank treatment to your gray tank at the beginning of your trip and after each time that you empty. This helps control odors from rotting food and body oils, and it prevents soap scum and grease buildup on your sensors. I'll link out to the product that we use in the description area of this video. Here's another helpful trick that many experienced RVers use. Right before dumping your gray tank, run the shower for about 30 to 60 seconds. This adds extra clean water to the tank. Then, when you pull the valve, you get an even stronger flushing force moving through the pipes. It's a simple habit, but it can make a huge difference in preventing buildup. Depending on where the level is on our gray tank and how soon we will be leaving, we will typically leave ours open for showers and then close it after so the water can start building back up again. We don't leave it open continuously though, and if we notice that it's full but we aren't quite at that point where we're going to be tearing things down, we will do a partial dump of the gray tank just to give us a little bit more room until we're ready to do the full flush. And for our last camping trip of the season, we will fill that gray tank up a second time. After we dump it the first time, we fill it the second time about halfway to 2/3 of the way full, and then dump it again just to give it an extra rinse. RV plumbing problems are rarely caused by complicated failures. Most of the time, they come from small habits that we don't even realize are causing the issues. Keeping your gray tank valve closed until it's ready to dump is one of the easiest ways to protect your RV plumbing system, and it only takes a few seconds to do it right. If you found today's video to be helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching today, and we'll see you in the next video.